Hey there everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris Orme and today we are back here playing some Franchise Hockey Manager 2. FHM is a great game. I do suggest you out and grab it for yourself. The third iteration FHM3 will be coming out soon. Next couple of months. I'd probably hold off and grab that. But in the meantime, if you want to learn how to play the game and everything, FHM2 is a pretty good game, but it does suffer a little bit from being a second iteration of a series. Now, it's a very good game, but it doesn't have the logos and the jerseys as part of the game. You've got to go outside to get those because they don't have a license. That changes for FHM3. They actually are an official licensed partner of the NHL, so you will be able to get that stuff. The depth in the game is pretty good already. I think it's going to get better. Things seem really tight mechanic-wise. Everything works as it should, as I expected to. The screens are laid out pretty well. I don't have to go hunting for too many things. And once you get used to it, it's pretty easy to get into. But I do expect 3 to be another step forward, because 1 wasn't a great game. They know that. We know that. It was, it was the first iteration of the series, and it was a good starting point. But people were expecting more. Now, FHM2 was a huge leap forward, and that's the kind of game people were looking for with FHM. But that wasn't going to be the case. So, I'm hoping for a lot of little changes in FHM3, little tweaks just to make the game better, make drafting a little bit more fun, because at the moment it's too easy to trade for draft picks, and trade's a bit easy overall. I think even on the higher difficulties, I'm still seeing a lot of other teams trade. Now, I'm not going to put myself in a position where I can't make a trade that the computer can. I don't feel like handicapping myself that way is going to be enjoyable, because I'm just going to get annoyed at it. So I don't have trading at the highest difficulty at all. But at the same time, it is a little bit too easy on average. So FHM3 comes out soon. I'm hoping to grab a copy of the game. Updates on that, probably on Twitter's the best place. I will announce what games I've bought that I'm planning to do a series of. Ideal World, Football Manager 2017, Franchise Hockey Manager 3, Motorsport Manager for those sort of Formula 1 and racing fans out there. And for fans of other racing, well, Starters Orders. Whenever they release Starters Order 7, I'm probably going to pick that up as well. Those are my kind of games that I think I will continue doing on this channel. Any other suggestions, leave them in the comment section below, or tweet at Chris Orme and let me know there. Up to you, have your say, guys. What do you want to see? And I'll try and get on it if I can. So, all that out of the way, we are here today to finish off yet another season with the Colorado Avalanche. I love this team. I love what we've been able to do. And it's been a wild ride. Now, Season 1, we got playoffs. Didn't get too much. Season 2, we got the President's Trophy and into the playoffs, but we couldn't get the job done. We got to the conference finals. We got all the way in the third season, winning the Stanley Cup as the President Trophy winners, but it was our worst of the President Trophy winning seasons. So, this season is about being the best. We've won one more game than 2 years ago, and that was an overtime loss that we actually managed to turn into a win. We got one more point. We're selling out again. We've got the playoffs. We got a chance at making it 2-time champion in a row to go with that 2 that we had in that 5-year period, kind of when I started watching the Avalanche on early morning British television. That's the only way I could see the games back then. So just before the start of the season, I fell in love with the Avalanche. I didn't realize it was their first season or anything like that. Kind of glossed over that fact. And yeah, we had some great years, great players, a phenomenal team. Sakic, Forsberg, Hayduke, Rob Blake, Adam Foote, and Patrick Waugh as my top 5 there, and my best goalie from that period. There were other great players at the time. Tanguay was around, of course, and Paul Correa for a little bit, but ultimately those were my 5 sort of on ice with my goaltender that I will put up as my favourite Avalanche team of all time. So, you know, we're trying to establish that for a new generation in this save. 2 championships in back-to-back years, unheard of, but it's what we can do. And this will be the team that they might talk about. John Gibson, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, Arik Ekblad, you know, Gabby Landeskog and Brandon Saad, Duchesne and McKinnon, O'Reilly, Puljujarvi maybe. We've got some real kind of talent here in this team where we can be excited about the future, but also build something now and leave a legacy. Coming up after this will be the draft. We still got that first, second, and 2/3. Looking at this depth chart and what other people have said, then yeah, you know, Landeskog and Saad are young-ish, but they do need replacing, so I need to draft a left winger. We've only really got Maxime Comtois there. So another player here with Philip Zadina might be a good idea. So a left winger maybe in the first round, if there is one. I'm always going to look for a goaltender first round, because if there's a great goaltender, you need to snag them, no matter what it costs. A young defender, maybe just to add to the core, but I think we're pretty solid there. Centres, we can trade away O'Reilly and Stahl, that's fine. So maybe one more youngster there. McKinnon comes across. You know, we got youngsters on the right wing. So really, what we're looking for in that first and second round is the best left winger we can find. On top of that, if we can snag a goalie, great. If not, go for a centre. And then in round 3, basically, I'm going to take the best player available at that time. That's my idea. Whether it works out that way, I do not know. We are going to... So, let's have a look then. Overall season, because this is going to be a little bit of look back at the season as well very quickly. We absolutely blew away the competition for yet another year. We're doing really well. I'm really happy with our progress. We met up with Nashville in round 1, overcame them in 6 games. We did Chicago in 5 in that second round. We swept the St. Louis Blues in that Western Conference final. And now we're up against John Tavares and the New York Islanders. They overcame Ottawa in 5. They overcame Columbus in 6. And they swept their first round opponents, which were their rivals, the New York Rangers. So, both of us on very, very similar form. We've all won 12 games going into this in the playoffs. Both teams, as anyone getting the Stanley Cup will. But we've swept a series, 1-1 in 5 and 1-1 in 6. We've done it in different orders, but that's kind of where it is. So this should be a really good test for us, see how good we actually are at the back, and if our front men can actually produce, because some and be counted. So, if we look at the roster, we can see here Ryan O'Reilly. Bleh. So Ryan O'Reilly, 3 weeks out. He misses the entire Stanley Cup finals. Zemgus is out for 2 days, and he might make it back for game 2 or 3. That's kind of what we're planning there. Everyone else is fit, so I'm happy enough to go in as we are. You can see McKinnon is now on that second line as a centre with Jordan Stahl number 3 and Lowry number 4. And we got Puljujarvi on the first line, Tibbet second, and then Uli and Desjardins making up the numbers on this side. So that's kind of where our replacements have come from. I'm fairly happy with this. You know, I'm thinking that we could be in a good position, but there's only one way to find out. So we're here at the Barclays Centre for Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals. You can see they're a good team, but we're almost first in every metric apart from goals against on the power play and shorthand. Our penalty kill is a little lackluster, but not too far behind theirs. Other than that, we dominate this league and, of course, our opponents today. We did lose against them in October. We did pick up the win in a close game in March. So this is going to be an interesting one. John Gibson in the net for us, 15, 12 and 3. Same as Tuukka Rask's record for the Islanders. We haven't got a great save percentage. I think Gibson and the defence need to step up there. We can see though John Tavares is a point machine, 24 and 15. Duchene's only got 18, and those are goals in between them. So John Tavares is really the focal point of this team. He's led them to a Stanley Cup before. Duchene, of course, last season led the Avs to the Stanley Cup. So it is the best player on each team as captain. Good goaltending on both teams. Similar teams in terms of makeup and records in the playoff this season. I think we've got we've got a little bit of an advantage. I think they've got a couple of really nice players, but they shouldn't really trouble us too much. We just need to keep Tavares under lock and key as much as possible. So the game does sort of take a little time now and again. So there we go. We are going to start off this game then. Matt Duchene versus John Tavares. The Colorado Avalanche versus the New York Islanders. We're here for game 1 of the Stanley Cup. Drop the puck. Let's go. Who's going to get the first goal of the Stanley Cup Finals? Oh, and it's not gone our way. It's John Tavares. Oh my God. Senshin takes a shot and scores there. And we go on double. Oh, we get. I'm not liking this. I'm not liking this. We had 14 penalty minutes in that first period. Like, what? How? Game misconduct, 10 minutes. Oh my days. Jake. Okay, well, you know, that's hurt us. Our indiscipline has hurt us. They caught us a little off guard, grabbed a couple of goals there. Tavares hits number 12 of the playoffs. Senshin hits 5, and Matt Duchene grabs goal number 6 for us. You can see the Anders Lee and John Tavares are really what's firing this New York team on offense. I really need to see more out of this team. I really do. That's not good at all. We're being outshot. We're not winning face-offs. We're being out-hit. We're taking stupid penalties. We're giving everything to New York, who already have the home ice advantage. It's not what I want to see. It is not what I want to see. So, second period, we need to step up and take control of this game. I know we're in New York, but this is our game, and it's gone against us again. Pettersson there. Oh, and they get a double penalty there. And another penalty. Saad scores. After Duchene scores, Landeskog scores. Look at all these penalties they picked up, and we're making it count. Wow, Pietrangelo grabs a goal. Bodker grabs a goal. My boys, what is going on? Oh, 5 power plays, 3 goals. 6-3 in the second period. We go 2-0 down, and Duchene gets us back in the game at the end of the first period. Then they take another lead with a 2-goal advantage at the start of the second. We answer with 5 straight, including 3 power plays. We outshooting them now. We're outshooting them almost 2-1, despite being down in that first period. We're winning more face-offs than them again, despite being down quite a bit in that first period. They're still out-hitting us, sorry. But the penalty minutes, we got a game to open up the Stanley Cup final. Oh my days. Come on now, John Gibson. It's time for you to step up and keep them out. I want a clean sheet now. We don't want to give up a goal in this third. Nice and easy. Just see this game out. Let's go, Johnny. There we go. Look at that. Tyson Barrie getting on the score sheet. Matt Duchene grabs another goal, and it's 8-3. 4 penalties, we killed them. I'm okay with that. That's pretty decent, okay? That is pretty decent. Although we've only got 16 penalty minutes and we did have a misconduct for 10, so it didn't really register. I think that Landeskog penalty towards the end of the second period, I don't think it picked up there. But we had 6 power plays and scored on 4. That is good. You know, that is good. 66% of our power plays we scored on. Penalty kills 100 for that game. Outshot them by some distance. The face-offs were tight. I'm okay with that. The hits, they can have the hits if we're getting the goals. Absolutely fantastic. Matt Duchene showed up tonight. I'm very happy with his performance. Captain's performance. A hat-trick for Duchene. An assist as well. That's a 4-point night in Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Come on. Let's go. And then Shane got a spear. And Tyson Barry taking the second and third stars. So, absolutely fantastic there. You see Duchene grabbing goals number 7 and 8. He gets a point on top of it. Saad, Landeskog, Pietrangelo and Bodka as well, doing quite well. Landy on some goaltender interference there at the end of the second. That was the one that didn't seem to be picked up. But okay. And you can see tons of penalties in the second. That's what turned the game. They they took advantage of our penalties in the first. We took advantage more of their increased number of penalties in the second. And then in the third, we kept it clean again and managed to get ourselves some more goals. So, very happy with that. Very happy with that indeed. Let's finish off today and head over now to the next game in the series, Game 2. We've taken a 1-0 lead away from home. So that's always important on a game like this. Sea cleaner, no. So, Tippett is out, but how long for? Let's go check. 4 weeks. Well, wow. Wow, that's really not what we wanted. Are you kidding me? Oh, okay. Well, Zemgus isn't quite ready to play, I don't think. So, I'm not sure whether we can actually call him up for this next game. Might be worth doing, even if he's actually not going to be able to play very well. Yeah, see, 1 day left. So, if I skip through this day to get to Game 2. Maybe, yeah, he's actually back fully. Great. So, timely return from injury. We lose Tippett here on that second line. I'm just going to pull Zemgus Girgensons right in there. He can go there on 4-on-4. He can go instead of Desjardins. And he can go up there on the first line penalty kill. And he can go... he can go on there. First line. Did I have him on the offensive? I don't think I would have. So Trouba's on there. What are we gonna do here? McKinnon, Duchene. We've got Landy and Saad. We've got Puljajarvi and Lowry. Who else needs game time out there? Who else would I want on that power play? Nobody really. So Zemgus is big and tough. He can step up on that line. That'll be nice. We'll have to rebuild completely next season, I think, because a few of these players won't be here. So we might have to look around for some special players. The save percentages not really changed too much, despite a big win for Gibson over Rask in their little duel. Now we're much tighter. We're only 3 points difference. See, Duchene has got an extra assist over Tavares. Now he's still 4 goals down. Let's see if he can't get a bit closer in this game and lead us to a 2-0 lead in the Stanley Cup Finals. First period, Aaron Ekblad steps up there from Jordan Stahl on the assist. Nice little first period goal. And that's going to end it there. So, quite nice. We start off with over a minute on the power play to start period number 2. I like that little bit of depth goal scoring as well. A little bit of production coming down the order. Oh, look at that. It's Lee, Tavares, and Somple there. And Bovillia from Jan Kroc. So that's some depth over on the Islanders side. And at the end of the second, without shooting them, you know, without hitting them, but we couldn't keep their power play quiet, and they kept ours quiet. So that's a big thing. We now need the big name players to come in. Oh no. Oh yeah. Oh no. Wow. Like I really thought a couple of times it was going our way despite being on the penalty kill. So this game's getting away from us. We're 3-1 down. Time to be a hero here, boys. Aaron Ekblad up with another one. Love that from Aaron Ekblad. Let's see, can he get a hat-trick? I'm looking at big players like Nate McKinnon now. I need you, Nate. Brandon Saad, where are you? I need my goal scorers to score. Jesse Pojajavi, Zemgis, you're back in the team. Can you get anything? Ekman Larsson, time to step up, boys. We need this one. Ah, John Tavares. Oh, Hosang and Hamovic there. Hamanich grabs that assist, and that's going to be all there is to this game. It's a 4-2 loss, and we didn't really look like we were in that one. The first period, again, they had penalties. We took the lead. Come on, Gabby. What? Oh, game 2 of the Stanley Cup finals, and in each game we've had a misconduct call. We're not that kind of team. I don't know why it keeps happening to us. Oh, I kind of messed up our first period in the first game. I know in game 2 it's really messing up everything else. Not happy with that. Really not happy with that. That's poor, especially from someone like Landeskog, who's, you know, a club captain. He's someone you can depend on. He's not someone that would take a misconduct like that for no reason. I'm very disappointed, and it's costing us. It is costing us. So we need to take away those silly mistakes. I don't know why the game's running slow now. Yeah, it's only a scouting report. Oh, come on. Yeah. Game wants to be slow. I don't want to be slow. I want to get back in this series and put that game out of our minds and get back in things here. Lovely stuff. Jordan Starr from Petrangelo and I think Comtois there. McKinnon in the penalty box. Pettersson equaliser. And look at that. Just as quick. Leddy grabs a goal. Bodka though. We are back in it at 2 apiece. And Jason Truba, 36 seconds. But look at that. Lee, what a first period. What's going on, boys? Let's step up. Please. Oh my God. Second line is Saad, McKinnon, Gurgenson's okay. Let's get some more hits in then, shall we? Let's get a few more hits in. Second period. Let's take control of this game. Stop giving up so many goals. Come on, boys. Wow, so many penalties. So many penalties. Oh my, 1 second left. Oh, you're kidding me. You are kidding me. Come on, Gibson. I need you there for 1 second to see that out. Oh. Well, we're down at home. We're down at home. We've given them a power play goal without shooting them. You know, the face-offs are fairly similar without hitting them. Just... They've got a very good attack. And their first 2 lines are doing some damage. And we're not capitalizing. These power plays are not going our way. And at the end of the day, that's kind of what's making the difference, because we have yet to be consistently good at that. First game was excellent. Second and third games have been absolutely terrible. Matt Duchesne there picks up the equaliser. Goal number 9 for him. So, now we've got a chance, but we can't concede again. We concede, we lose. That's how this is going. We're into the 7th minute here in Game 3. The series tied 1 apiece. Who's gonna step up? Gabby Landeskog takes it away. Oh no, they've got it back. Are you... Oh my God. Really? Shea puts it away. I just... Like that, this game's done. It's done. Yeah, Lees goes into an empty net. Like that was a killer goal. That was a killer goal from Pat Shea. I don't believe it. I mean, they're a good team, but they're not this good. We are making them look far better than they are. I mean, yeah, goaltending, very similar to ours. They've got a good left winger, good right winger, good centre. Nothing else that stands out. You look at our team, and we match them. We match them, except we've actually got 2 good defenders. The goaltender is very similar. We've got our 2 offensive players, and we're lacking that extra little bit up front that they've got, but we've got more 4-star players than they have. I really don't see them as being that good a team compared to us. They're not a better team. They are not a better team. But boy, are they making it seem that way. We'll push Paul Jajavi down to the second line power play, get McKinnon on that line with Duchesne, and now Brandon Saad can be there. 4-on-4. And we'll drop him around there. I don't know, we've got nothing else we can do. You know, we've lost O'Reilly, we've lost Tippett. Those are 2 starting players for us. We've had to adjust our tactics. We've had to do what we can do, but we've got to solve Tuukka Rask, and that is a big issue at times. Someone like that can just win games no matter what. And I'm waiting for Gibson to do it for us. He has not lit up this playoffs. This is Corey Schneider all over again. Good goaltending, not great goaltending. And it's the one thing that's been missing from our teams. We need to get this done. We cannot go down this early in the series and have to fight back in every single game. So I'm looking for leadership. I'm looking for Gabby Landeskog. I'm looking for Ekman Larsson. I'm looking for Trouba. I'm looking for John Gibson to have a huge game here. I need Puljajavi and Nate McKinnon to step up as well. Brandon Saad, we haven't seen him score. This is a time where we need to show what we're all about. Penalty killed by New York Islanders. We're getting all the shots, but we're not making anything count. We're winning face-offs without hitting them. We're not in the box too much. And it doesn't matter. We still just can't get the job done. 17-7 at one point it was like 14 shots to 2, and we still couldn't take the lead. Is it Tuukka Rask? Or is it just our team not stepping up and not being able to get that job done? Do we miss that killer instinct? Are we really missing having Ryan O'Reilly as that second line centre? Is Nate McKinnon not going to be able to play there? I really don't know. But I'm swapping them. I'm going to put Nate up on that first line. Matt Duchesne drops down onto that second line. And there we are. Mikhail Bodka there on that second line with a goal. Jason Trouba with another shot there. and another goal. I don't know whether that's changed things, but McKinnon gets an assist there, and yeah, Bodka picks up his goal on the fourth line. So that's unchanged, but maybe, just maybe, that little change in having Matt Duchene with Brandon Saad on that second line, that might work out. Nick McKinnon and Paul Jajavi, perhaps they know to play with each other a bit better. Maybe that's a better line on... Yes, who's that? Duchene from McKinnon. Look at that. Even then, they're working well together. So maybe that's a change that we stick with, because we've tied it up at 2 apiece. We outshot them 2-1. We won face-offs. We out-hit them. We took less penalties. We killed their 2 power plays and got a power play goal of our own from 4 attempts. So it might not have done anything, but I'm going to make that change now. Nate McKinnon is our first line centre. Matt Duchene drops down to second line. Whoa, come on, please. Please, I'm begging you, boys. I am begging you. We need to make sure that we don't fall behind in this series. We don't need to worry if we fall a game back usually, but this close towards game 7, it's 2 apiece. If we go down the game now, we've got to rebound back and win the last 2. So I'm really hoping that we actually win this next game, take a bit of pressure off ourselves, give ourselves the opportunity to look forward and not have to worry about what's going to happen. Looks like Mikhail Bodka is going to need replacing if his stats are starting to go down. It's nice to see a bunch of other stuff here going up, including Lettinen's leadership. So where is that? That's a 12, okay, so nowhere near captain material right now. Desjardins picked up leadership as well, not really what we need. And the game's gonna glitch out again for a moment.